What's up, guys? Mike here from The Art of Guitar. I just have a quick message for everybody. I was checking out some shred videos this past week, and I'm trying to master a technique that I've been having trouble with my whole life. And I started seeing like really young kids able to do it really easily. And I realized that there are those child prodigies out there making guitar videos, and it sort of bums a lot of people out. And I was reading the comments, and people were just like, man, I just want to quit now. I don't even want to try. But I wanted to make this video and let you know why you shouldn't envy, or we shouldn't envy, these kids. I've had a lot of students over the years. I've been teaching over 25 years now. And what I notice is even if someone picks things up real quick, like a child prodigy would, it doesn't necessarily equate to success with guitar in the future. And I just want to let you know why, and I have about 5 reasons. So the first thing is if something comes real easily to you, we'll just use guitar for this example, you're not going to value what you're doing as much as you would if you had to struggle to get there. I'm not saying all the time. This isn't 100% of the cases at all. But a lot of the times in life, when something's given to you, you don't value it or appreciate it as much as you would if you had to really strive and work hard for it. So I remember teaching a student a very tough legato lick one time. And it took me months to get it down when I first started. And he got it right away. And it took, I swear, one lesson, and he was able to do it by the end. And so I was kind of like, wow, that's amazing. And he really didn't think it was a big deal. He's just like, I don't know, it's pretty cool. And so I thought about that. I'm like, wow, maybe I just appreciated it more because I struggled and I went to bed wanting to cry so many nights. And when I finally did get it, it felt so great. So the idea of valuing what you do is a big thing that you might be missing if something's too easy for you. It's a lot like when you see people who are born rich, like into rich families. They don't seem to think of money in the same way. So when they get a new present, let's say a new car, it's not that big of a deal to some people if you watch those crazy reality shows. But to someone like us, if we had to work really hard to buy this car, we would take care of it. We would really value it. The second thing is if you don't value something, in this case guitar, it's really hard to get the joy and the feelings that you get out of the instrument that keep you wanting to continue. So I know, like, if guitar was a constant struggle for me and there was never a payoff, it'd be really hard to keep going unless I was just a glutton for punishment, which I am a lot of the times. But when you finally do accomplish something after working so hard, it's such a great feeling. It's like guitar keeps giving you this feeling of joy and connection, and it's worth all the struggle because of that. But if the struggle isn't there, that's an interesting thing to think about. Are you going to be able to feel the same level of joy that you would if you had to struggle? And a strange thing happens to people who are like child prodigies when they do encounter some difficulty. It's really interesting to see what they do. Some of them overcome it, and they're great. They become awesome players. Others, they avoid that difficult thing, and they never quite become a complete player because of that. And a majority of them actually just give up. I've seen that many times. If somebody's really good at something and it's really easy, suddenly they come across something difficult, they just feel like, oh, I guess I'm not meant to play guitar, and they just stop playing. It's really weird. So it's almost like their brain can't handle the rejection of not being able to do something, and they don't want to take that rejection, so they just let it go. It's kind of shocking to see someone give up an instrument that they're so good at, but it does happen. Let's say you get really, really good at guitar, but it's really easy for you. Well, that doesn't mean you're going to make it big. Like, you're not going to make music your career, be in a touring band, putting out albums and all that stuff. Just because you're really great at your instrument, you might be a child prodigy, doesn't mean you're going to end up doing that. In fact, a lot of people end up being what I call bedroom players, where they just shred in their bedroom, and that's totally cool, especially these days with YouTube. A lot of people can see you play, and get bummed out watching you play because you're so good. But I'm noticing that a lot of people think that just because you're amazing at guitar, you're suddenly going to make it big or something like that. But that's rarely the case. So that's the struggle, even for a prodigy, is what do I have to do to go from my bedroom to the stage and then make that my living? So it's not easy for anyone, no matter what level you're at. It can be difficult to get to that place. So that's one place where you don't have to envy a prodigy. And this sort of became clear to me when I thought about it. I'm like, well, what if they don't even like playing the guitar. They just happen to be good at it. That's happened with a few of my students before. And so it was kind of funny thinking about, what if I'm the world's best auto mechanic and I just don't know it because I've never pursued it? I highly doubt I am. But it's interesting to think about, like if you were really good at something, but you did not enjoy doing it. Like if I had to work on cars all day, I don't think I'd be very happy just because I'm really good at it. I don't think I would want to continue to do that. So I've seen it before where guitar players are amazing, but then over the next couple of years, they slowly stop playing. And next thing you know, they're not playing guitar anymore. And everyone's like, why did you quit playing? You were so good. And they're just like, I just wasn't into it, So you can't blame someone for not liking something, even if they're really good at doing that. It's happened with, like I said, a few of my students, and it was really weird to see, but you just got to accept it. But accepting it can be very, very tough, especially if you're their instructor and you see them going on this awesome path. I had this one girl come in and she never played the guitar before. She picked up the guitar and within a month she was playing Guns N' Roses solos. It's pretty amazing. And then one day she just walked in and she just said, why did I buy this stupid guitar? She was having a weird day or something. She's like, I'm going to sell it. This was all a big mistake. And then she quit playing guitar. And as a teacher, I was just like, I wanted to tell her, you're going to regret it and all this stuff. But sometimes you just have to go through what you're going to do, make your decisions, and then learn from them later. I'm hoping she comes back to it in time. So hopefully that makes you feel a little bit better anytime you see like a 4-year-old playing something that you've been struggling with. But, everybody has their struggles. That's kind of the main message of this video. No matter what level you're at, you're going to have some sort of struggle. Okay, whether it's struggling just to get good at the guitar, like that was my case, or struggling to do something with what you can already do naturally. All right, nobody has a free ride, it seems like. All right, guys, hopefully you enjoyed that. We'll catch you at the next lesson. We have a couple more coming out this week. So see you then. Bye-bye.